everybody. Tonight I'm making a dish that I have never made before. I watched one of my friends make this a couple of weeks ago maybe, and it just looked so delicious, and Sean and I both said, well, we've got to do it. You've got to make that. And I said, okay. So after a lot of searching and trying to find the right ingredients, tonight we're going to have linguine with clams. There we go. And I'll do a shameless plug for my girlfriend. She and I started sites a day apart. We both had the same idea, did not speak to each other, and launched them within one day of each other. She lives on the coast in North Carolina. The name of her site is Simply Susan. She does a lot of fish recipes, fresh fish, and air fryer recipes. She doesn't really post the recipes that much, but she goes through and makes them and does a great job explaining how everything is done. So if you're interested, check her out. Okay, what I have done is I've already cooked my linguine and I've got it propped up there and it's ready to go when we need it here. And then I have got my chorizo, I think I said that right, sausage. It's a very spicy Mexican Spanish sausage, kind of red in flavor, red in color, and onions that I have just been browning and sauteing over olive oil on medium heat. It took a minute to find this sausage. We had to go to 2 grocery stores. My husband just happened to be on the other side of town, and I said, because I couldn't find it at the grocery store that I was at, and he was close to a grocery store that has more carries more specialty things, and he was able to find it there. It's not a specialty item, but it's not an everyday item either. So since I've not made this before, you're going to see me go back and forth to the recipe quite a bit. So all right, the sausage has been cooking for about 2 minutes, and then I put in the onions and I cooked them till they're soft for about 3 minutes. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I've got about 3 tablespoons of garlic that I have thinly sliced, and that's going to go in. And I've used regular garlic this time and cut that up instead of mincing. And I have got some oregano, which I pulled out of my front herb garden there that I carry on my porch. So that's going to go in. Then I need a ½ teaspoon of salt. And this is just a nice little kosher sea salt, or actually just a kosher salt. Let me change that up. Okay, and I'm going to give that a quick stir. I also need to put in some red pepper flakes, and we're going to do about a fourth teaspoon of red pepper flakes, which kind of scares me because I think this is going to be really spicy. This is a emerald recipe, and I believe this is the same recipe that my girlfriend Susan used. So, all right, so we'll just give it a quick stir. We're going to let that cook for about a minute. Quick little story too. We're going to use white wine, and again, this is 3/4 of a cup of white wine. Now, if you don't want to cook with white wine, there's nothing wrong with it. You can substitute chicken broth. That's a very easy substitution. For this dish, you could actually even substitute a seafood broth. Okay, so we're going to add in, and everything's over medium heat. So I added in my white wine, and then also while my husband was at the store, I had forgotten to pick up another item, and I sent it to him, and y'all have to know my husband. I mean, everything has to be spelled correctly in a text, or he just stops at that point and can't go any further. Luckily, I had told him what we were having for dinner, so he knew. I needed clam juice, and autocorrect changed it to clam juice. So we've got a half a cup of clam juice. It will always be clam juice in my house from now on. So we're going to put that in there as well. And we are going to just let this cook for about a minute. It smells delicious. Smells delicious. Let me pull it up so you can actually see what it looks like there. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Now the clams I went shopping for, and I got them. Now one of the things from watching my friend Susan, who lives at the beach, like I said, is I had to be sure and wash them really good and check them so that I hear that marble sound. Okay? So I've checked all of these. Yeah. I've checked all of these and they're fine. So now we're going to add them into this skillet. And as you can see, they're all closed up. And what we're going to do is we're going to let them cook and open up. Now, with the clams, you know, like I said, they've got to be scrubbed clean, and they've got to be what is called purged. And purging, and we're going to put the lid on. And purging, and that's going to stay on there until the clam goes in about 5 minutes, it says. Okay. So purging basically is, you know, washing the clams. I mean, the clams are all closed up, which is fine. So what you want to do is you want to put it in cold water and rinse, and you're going to see all kinds of sand and grit because clams live on the bottom of the sea. So they get a lot of sand and things of that nature inside. So you want to let it set in that cold water. Make sure it's cold water, because if it's warm, it's going to make the clams start opening up, and you don't want them to do that in the water. Okay, so so you do that until your water comes clean and you have no more sand in them. I actually went to a new seafood restaurant here in seafood place. Way on the other side of town, over, if you're from the area, over there past close to 5 Points is where I went. I think it was Palmetto Seafood, and I was really impressed with their choices that they had, and they also cook seafood there for you as well, so it's takeout only, which was kind of nice. So I was really impressed because I've gone to other seafood restaurants here, and why do I keep saying restaurants? I've gone to other seafood markets here, and always had a little bit of something different. I mean, the one lady that we were getting everything from, she was a very nice, a very friendly lady. However, you always knew after my first couple of trips, Sean and I knew to always tell her a less amount than what we needed. Because if you went in there and asked for 2 pounds of shrimp, she'd say, how many are you feeding? You tell her, oh, no, that's not enough. You need 4 pounds. And she would just put it in there. I mean, and say, this is what you owe me. So, but that's the way she was. And then the last few times we have driven by, she's got buzzards that fly in every night and sit by her on top of her sign and things of this nature. I guess it's where she's throwing out the fish heads and guts and all that good stuff. So, Anyway, but her store was clean, you know. But I was in search of somebody new, and I found this other company, this other market, and I was really pleased. And they were so friendly and so nice. So anyway, so we're going to let this cook for about 5 minutes until the shells open up, and we're giving it a shake every now and then. And so I tell you what, we will be back at that time. See you in a minute. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, and it looks like my clams have opened up. Let's go ahead and check it. Oh, wow. That looks amazing. We had one clam that didn't open, so I will discard him. There we go. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I have got a 1/2 cup of heavy cream. I'm going to put that in this mix. And I have got, how many teaspoons of lemon juice? 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice. I'll put that in as well. And we're just going to let this simmer. Can y'all see that? Look at this, babe.
What do you have? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dang. Look at my gourmet wife.
So we're going to let this simmer for about a minute. And then we're going to add in our pasta. So, and a little bit of parsley. And I'll be ready to plate. Sorry, I had to fetch something for my husband who didn't want to get on camera. So, and that's fine. I actually have it when I film in this kitchen. It is, there's cords everywhere, so it is what it is. Okay, so it says to add the cream and lemon juice and stir well and simmer for 1 minute. Okay. Well, I think that's been a minute. And I have already cooked my linguine, like I said. But what I did is I reserved the water, and I just popped it down in there to give it a little freshness. Okay, so let's put in our linguine. And I just did enough linguine for 2 of us. Wow. And now I have got a 1/4 cup of fresh parsley. And again, this is off of my front porch. And that's a mixture of flat parsley and curly parsley. And we'll just give it a little bit of olive oil to toss. Wow, you all. This is amazing. Perfect. Excellent. I'm really pleased. I can't wait to dish into this. See that? Wow. So now we're just going to plate it up. And very easy to plate up. We're just going to, I wish I had the bowls, but I don't have the bowls. When you live in a condo, and it is less than 1,000 square feet, we're at 9 something. You don't have a lot of room. So anyway, so let me just plate this up for you, and then I'll give you a show of what it looks like. Wow. Wow. All right, gotta clean that side up. clean that side up. Okay, you guys, that's what's for supper. Doesn't that look good? I cannot wait to dig in. I cannot. Okay, so linguine with clams. Looking forward to it. I know we're not going to have any problems with our 2 bites tonight. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
I'll tell y'all something. I lost my clam. You see this shit's all over my face, all over my shirt. But I'm gonna tell you, damn, that's good. I know there's a clam in there somewhere. That's all right, I'm gonna find me another. Let me show y'all something. Look at that right there. Look at the bones. Well, remember, 2 bites, 4 bites, 10 bites, all the bites.